Hey guys, Jen here from Craft Penguin Planner. Welcome to my channel. Today kicks off a week of dailies in my Penny Pages B6 Be Productive Hybrid. And today I'm going to be a little cruel because this kit is not available yet. And we're going to be using it. Okay. I don't even have everything finished on it yet. But here is just part of that kit that I may pull some of that in. But that's what we're going to use. I gave a sneak peek of that the other day when I was working on it, when I started on it, and asked in my group and on Instagram, you know, what would you name that kit? Because at the time, I didn't know what I was going to name it. In fact, I printed it so I could see what it was going to look like and left the name off the kit because I didn't know what I was calling it. But one thing held very strong in a lot of the name suggestions that people have given, at least to this point, because people have continued to comment on it a couple days later. But freedom was one of the name suggestions by multiple people, and there were some other versions of that as well, like Let Freedom Ring or Freedom USA and things like that. So that is ultimately what I settled on, was freedom, and I think it suits that kit very well. And today is Memorial Day, so I think we're going to use it today because it fits. So, yeah, will I use it for 4th of July? You bet. You bet I will. But what I may do is just use it today and then save whatever I don't use today and come back with it for the 4th of July week. But it is Memorial Day. I'm sure many people are off today that would normally be working. I know it's a federal holiday, so things like banks and mail and all that are closed today. But just remember that Memorial Day is to remember those who died for our freedoms, not those currently serving, not veterans. Those who just never made it home. So, veterans and active duty members have their days. So, today, just remember all the fallen soldiers that served and didn't make it home, so that we could have the freedoms that we do. So, yeah, I thought I would use this kit today. And that's my favorite one. That's my favorite box, I think. And I love them all, honestly. But I think I love that one because my husband loves eagles. And so that one just kind of stands out to me. And I love how it has the flag and some of the like land features and stuff behind it. It's beautiful. All right. What am I looking for? Glitter headers. Oh my goodness. You guys, like, I literally do not know what I'm doing today. My brain has not my brain isn't awake yet. I'm barely awake. My brain is definitely not awake. The only thing I do know I'm doing today is I will be working on orders. Beyond that, I don't know. So, I think we're going to use the 3 checklist. I don't think we're going to go any beyond that. One of the things is I'm not going door dashing or anything like that today because we are expecting some nasty storms here. So, I'm not going to go out in that. I'm going to stay home where it's dry and be cozy in my house and not have to worry about it. So I know there's been some really bad storms in other areas, of the country and stuff lately too, and these systems are moving eastward, and it's supposed to be nasty today. So we have like severe weather alerts and such. So yeah, I'm just gonna stay right here and do some work and stuff at home. I think we're gonna use this one. But the question is, what else am I doing? I have no idea. So again, I'm going to have to apologize for being so quiet last week. The problem is there's been so much going on, not just me working and doing things, but just like life. We are battling Lowe's right now because I don't know if I told you at all. When they put in our washer and dryer, they busted one of the floor tiles. And I'm not talking just they chipped a little edge. It's like we have a little step down from our kitchen into the back. Like, it's still considered, to us, it's still considered like part of our kitchen. But then we have the washer dryer here and our refrigerator here. It's part of like our kitchen. There's a little step down right there. So, they busted a tile on that edge, and it's probably 2 inches wide. And I mean, it's a good chunk that they busted. And it's been a pain just to get a hold of somebody to begin with. And then from there, it has been a train wreck. Let's just put it this way. I won't go into a million details, but let's just put it this way. 3 different occasions, I was speaking to the guy who's supposed to come out. And 3 different occasions, he was late. He held me up. And when I say late, I mean he was at least an hour and a half past the time he told me he would be here late. And I don't appreciate it. And then what they wanted to do was put down a tile that was the quote-unquote closest they could find, which, for the record, our tile is a light gray color. This one was very much beige. It almost reminded me of like the coloring here in the background of, or even on... Yeah, it was horrible. It would stand out like nobody's business. And it was about, maybe a 1/4 inch too big. So how they were going to try to fit it in without actually cutting it. Yeah. Oh, you guys. I'm beyond frustrated. And, of course, Dave is doing everything he can from afar. Because, with me being a woman, they're just going to try to do what they can. Throw something in and call it good and be, get one over on me. But they are not going to win this battle. Mind you, our tile is 15 years old. You can't match it. So it's National Cellophane Tape Day. So, like your Scotch tape, that kind of thing. So tape it up. Use your tape. I don't know. Just being silly. Anyways, what's going on today? No idea. So let's just put some boxes down and I will figure it out as the day goes on. I am positive yesterday I was going, oh yeah, I need to remember this for tomorrow, or I need to remember that for tomorrow. And you know what? I don't remember any of it. It'll eventually hit me what I need to remember. But at the moment, I have no clue. And I think that I didn't write it down, so it must not be that important anyways, but there has to be something here. But yeah, Dave's doing what he can from afar, trying to keep in touch with them and press the issue to get them to do something. Like replace our floor, since they decided to damage something that they can't match. But they're fighting us on that. This is from Beyond Paper Flowers. Tweezers are from Perfect Prints Co. So far everything else has been from my shop, and I think this is the only one that's, well, no, that isn't from my shop. Those are from the Penny Pages, the date strips, as is the planner. Actually, I probably should move this down a little bit, because I did sleep in this morning. The dogs across the street started waking me up at 7 a.m. and I was none too happy, and I ended up finally making it back to sleep. So I slept until 9:30, so probably why my brain isn't braining it, and I'm just going blah, 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 blah. Oh, you guys. Like I said, I don't remember anything that I'm supposed to remember that I was supposed to do today, other than work on orders. So I will be working on orders and get as much of that done as I possibly can. And let's just put something fun here. No, let's use this one, because why not? It'll take up most of that space. And what I'm going to put there, I really don't know. So I guess we'll find out, right? And if nothing, well, at least it looks good, right? Let me see. We are going to work on orders, which means we probably will need to use or clean the paper cutter. And I do need to work on getting things like the foil bundle and doodle bundle ready for the end of the week, because those are coming up quickly. Foil bundle for June will be released on Friday, and then doodle bundle will be Saturday. I can't believe that. So I guess I better have everything pulled together early, because I'll be working Friday and Saturday. So there you go. Anyways, short and sweet. Well, it doesn't seem like it was that short, but it was just me just throwing stuff down here. I don't know what else is going on today, so I'll let you know tomorrow how today went and all that. But yeah, I'll see you then. Good morning, guys. Happy Tuesday. Today we're going to go ahead and use this Indigo Girl mini kit from Jackie over at Stickers by Jackie M, but her shop is closed now, so, you know. But I did start using this on Sunday, so we're going to continue to use that. And I also grabbed out these sheets from one of her functional bundles from Cheerful Planner Girl, because the colors match well with this. So just extra functionals, and let's start with this. So yesterday I never figured out if it was anything that I was supposed to put down over here. No big deal. Now it sounds like the street sweepers have decided to come just as I start filming. What lovely timing. I guess at least it's not my neighbors yelling at each other. Because they were out arguing at like 5:30 this morning and woke me up. Yeah. Anywho, at least it's not that, right? Because I would have to shut the camera off and come back. Yeah. But so yeah, yesterday was one of my not so good days. It literally turned into one of those kind of days where, I mean, I didn't feel like I was very up when I was filming. Couldn't really think straight yesterday morning. And yeah, that kind of continued through the day. I felt horrible. It was one of those I don't have any energy to really do anything kind of days. So I did not get all of the orders done. However, I did manage to get in here for at least about an hour or so, hour and a half. And I got some of the orders that I did have completed. So that's a good thing. I at least got a start on them. So today I want to finish, I think there's like 3 left. So it's not that bad. But those have some foiling in there. There's some customs in there. That kind of thing that would have taken more time and effort, I guess. Which I literally didn't have energy to give. So yeah, I got what I could that was quicker and easier done yesterday, and then the last 3 that have come in happen to be the ones that contain things like foil and require that extra time and energy, and it's fine. I will work on those today, get those done. Also have, you know, normal like Tuesday errands kind of thing, and Tuesday stuff to do. So we're gonna get some things accomplished today. Currently I'm feeling a lot better than I did yesterday, so that's a good sign. I mean, pain wise not so much, but at least energy is what I'm talking about, where I feel like I can get up and get stuff done and do, you know, do the things. So that's a good thing. So let's put one of these 3 checklists. I'm debating if I should put 2 of these. I think it really is going to depend on how much I can physically get done, how fast, and I'm just going to put 3 down. I can always do more than what's on it, and I can always, let's just keep going, because it's going to cover up this piece. We're going to cover up all the way to here at least. So, yeah, so I can always do more if I have more time. It doesn't necessarily have to fit in that. But we'll use this as like the things that I need to most get done, I guess. Alright. Plus this is shop stuff, not personal. Anyways. Yep. I knew it was going to go past this. So, yeah, we had severe thunderstorms and everything yesterday, too. Which, of course, doesn't help matters, but it was definitely some strong thunderstorms. Luckily, it passed pretty quickly. We had a couple, like, rounds of thunderstorms, but that last piece of it was pretty nasty. There was one that was so loud. It was so loud. And then I lost TV and internet for a little while. Wasn't actually that long, believe it or not. It went out and was back like, I don't know, 5 minutes or so later. It really wasn't terrible. Didn't lose power, which was great. I kind of expected I might lose power. So kind of like by that time, I was expecting the storm to come in. I was like, well, even if I did have the energy, I would have probably left the office around when I did. Just in case, because I wouldn't want power to go out in the middle of cutting all the stuff and all that. So I kind of definitely made sure when I was in the office was between when all the storms were coming through and all that. Let's see. So today, first up, let's put down a thing for wacky holiday. Let's use the gray. Like the light gray matches really well, and this light blue matches really well. And then we'll see what today is. It's Tuesday, that's what today is, but, you know, in terms of wacky holidays, it's National Hamburger Day. Oh, I do love a good hamburger. Am I gonna go buy stuff and make one? Probably not. But it is National Hamburger Day. And no, I'm not gonna go to McDonald's and get one. I don't eat McDonald's hamburgers anyways. Ew. So, so today I gotta go get my allergy shots. I am gonna make a run to the post office because, well, I have orders to drop off. One of these is actually a reship because for whatever reason, one that went out last week did not get scanned in. And it's driving me crazy that they're doing this. It always happens when it's one that I put in the mailbox to go out and not one that I drop off. Because if I drop it off, he literally scans it while I'm standing there. He scans them all in. And if it's not him, I mean, if it's not my favorite postal worker, then I make sure I get a receipt with the others, because I'm getting to that point where I'm tired of stuff not getting scanned in and having to reship, because this is happening way too frequent now. And it's not my fault that yeah. So I'm having to definitely go down to the post office a little more often now, I feel like, just to make sure things are physically scanned in on acceptance, because I do not, I make sure this is going to actually, all right, I will need to tumble this line out. I need to make sure that they're in the system so that if for whatever reason it's lost, I can put in a missing mail search and try to get it moving. But I can't do that if it was never even scanned. It's pointless. So, yeah. Luckily, it's only a single sheet order. So it's a little easier to replace. It's not like a massive order, but I don't like having to replace orders. I will if I have to, because that's who I am. But and it's good customer service, but I'm not gonna, I don't want to keep having to do that, because I'm losing money when that happens. So, because I have to pay for shipping all over again and all the things. So, these are from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. Love my mollies. We got allergy shot sticker from my shop. And then we do need to film and upload a video, I need to get this done. I need to get back on track for real. Not just me saying I'm going to do it and then not. I got to actually, for real, get back on track. So, gonna try. All right. we can use that one for the post office run because it's definitely big enough for it. We're going to do that. I'm going to try to get orders done first before I run to the post office. That way all of them can be scanned in and me not have to make a second trip tomorrow. Kind of want to use one of those, but I kind of want to use one of these. Let's use one of these. We'll use this for my allergy shot, I think. Or let's do this. Let's put this one here for film and upload, and let's use one of these. Is there only one light blue? Oh, that's sad. I'll use one of those for the allergy shot. There we go. See, those are perfect for that. I'm going to stick it over here so it doesn't cover up the flower. There we go. So those are the things that I definitely need to get done today. And I need to finish those orders, and then hopefully I'll have time to work on some other designing type things that I need to get done as well. Because I certainly didn't even do that with the little energy that I had yesterday. I barely moved. I barely did anything. It was like a lump on a log. I wasn't doing anything productive. But I mean, I know sometimes we need those kind of days, but it just feels like it's all too often for me that I feel like that, and I hate it. So I hate feeling like that. But I do my best when I can, so there you go. That's today. I'll be back on here tomorrow, and we'll chat then. Good morning, guys. Happy Wednesday. Continuing to use this kit from Miss Jackie. I can't believe we're at the end of May, really. Alright. So yesterday went pretty well. I finished those orders first and foremost, and then took them to the post office, got them all dropped off. They got all scanned in, and then I went and got my allergy shots, and on the way home I did a quick pop into Walgreens because they just, I can't tell you enough how much, using coupons and rebates and stuff you can really save, and Walgreens is actually a really good place to do that with. They may be higher priced to begin with, but you pair it with their sales and good deals. So took advantage of a couple of small items, and that's basically it. Then I came home, got interrupted for a little bit before I actually got working, but what the interruption was actually good news. Finally got a hold of somebody else with the whole Lowe's situation. If you watched my other video from yesterday, you probably got that information already, but real quick, we finally heard from like the lady who's more in charge of the company who, from the delivery company, and that Lowe's subcontracts. And the way it sounds like they are going to replace our kitchen floor after that whole tile incident. So we have now been instructed to get some estimates. Try to keep it reasonable, which, I mean, we're reasonable people. we are not going to just go pick out the most expensive thing for our floor. We're not like that. We actually don't want to put tile back down. We want to do that. It's like a vinyl plank type thing. It's similar to laminate flooring, but it's more vinyl. So it's waterproof. Which even the lady, when Dave told her that, was like, oh, cool, because it's cheaper to do that than it is tile. By the way, Slice Tool and Tombow are always linked down in my Amazon store, which I do make a very, very, very tiny percentage off of if you ever use my links. It's like literally minimal. I maybe get $10 every like 6 or 8 months from those of you who do click through my shop before whatever you order. It's really minimal, but I just have to tell you that I do earn a small commission off of it if you use my links, or even if you just click into my shop on something before you order anything. I get credit for that as well if you go through my shop first. So just saying. Thank you for those who do use my links. I appreciate you very much. But anywho, yeah. We kind of want to go a different route because we're over the tile. Honestly, it's so hard to clean. Eventually we would have taken and redone that floor, but at this point, it's one of those, if we don't do something about it now, someone could get hurt if they're walking barefoot. So, yeah, we don't need that. So, it's going to happen sooner than later. But, anywho, so yeah, it sounds like they're willing to really work with us and get this fixed and taken care of now, which I'm grateful for. Let's see. Let's go ahead and use another one of these from Cheerful Planner Girl because, you know, I just tend to love these right here for my wacky holidays. Much like I love my doodle grids for the same reason. They're fun and they're different, and yeah, I love it. All right. What is today? National Paperclip Day. Oh yeah, there's all kinds of fun paper clips. Penguin-shaped ones. I have one with charms on them that are penguins. You know, like these. I'm trying to remember who I got these from. You know, there's all kinds of good paper clips. Of course, there's just the traditional paper clip. Whatever paper clip floats your boat, I guess. Today is the day to celebrate the paper clip. All right. I don't really have much going on today that I know of. Let's use this one. Obviously I'm not going to get another header in here, and that's perfectly fine. This we will use to mark the fact that it's trash and recycle tomorrow that I need to put out today. Look, I remembered for once. These are from Stickers by Jennifer. These are from Plan with Peggy Co. This sheet is forever old at this point, and I'm finally running out. But I have other trash and recycle stickers that I purchased, don't you worry. When these run out, I will definitely be using those. So we got to put those bins out today. Well, that was silly. All that box and you barely even see it. Over here, I have I did get bundles designed. I just need to get them cut or cut and foiled and photographed and listings done and reels done and all that stuff ready for Friday and Saturday. So those are most definitely on my to-do list. If I could get most of that done today, that would be great. But I'm also going out dashing. So, not sure how much of it I will get accomplished or not. But we're going to do our best to do as much as I can. I'm going to put DoorDash down if I pick up an Uber Eats or a Spark or an Instacart. I'll put those down here too. But right now, since I don't know, I will leave it open and just put this down, and I will put whatever else I run. If it's going to be anything, it's most likely to be Uber Eats, but it really just depends on where the orders are. I mean, who knows? It might even be a Spark on a Wednesday. I don't know. It was weird because I woke up to a notification from DoorDash saying they're offering peak pay pretty much starting at 3:30 going all the way to 9:30 tonight and tomorrow. And I'm like, why on a Wednesday and Thursday? Randomly, dinner shift on Wednesday and Thursday, you're offering peak pay. And it's decent peak pay. It starts at $3 today, and then it's either $2 or $2.50 pretty much the rest of the 2 nights. And I'm like, are they expecting it to get busy? Is there something going on that I'm not aware of? Because, I mean, I wouldn't put it past it. Our area has a lot of events and things, so it's very possible, but I'm kind of surprised by that. Usually when you see peak pay popping up, it's like Friday and Saturday, and that's just because they're busier days. But a Wednesday and a Thursday? Okay. I don't chase peak pay. I've learned not to chase peak pay because everybody that can be gets out there, and then I don't really get much of any orders. I'm lucky if I get one in a whole hour. So it's like I actually lose money when it's peak pay time. A lot of times. Not always, but a lot of times. So, we're going to leave it right here. I will add Uber Eats if I need to, or Spark, or I got an extra one there, Spark, or Instacart. It's just going to depend on how the day goes. I'm only going to be out there for a lunch shift for a couple hours, so I'm not going out tonight with peak pay. I say that, but, you know, things change throughout the day, so you never know what happens. But regardless, I'm planning on a lunch shift and then come home and work on shop stuff. So I don't really have anything exciting happening today. And but yesterday was really good, both productive. Got things that I needed to do done and was very productive for the shop, so that was great. So there you go. I'll be back on here tomorrow and we'll let you know how it goes. Good morning, guys. Happy Thursday. We've got a little more to this kit, so let's continue to use this and the functionals from Triple Planner Girl. And yeah, so yesterday was pretty good. I got out there. It was funny because as soon as I was getting ready to leave, I was literally finishing putting, you know, rubbing cream on my knees and my patch on my back and all that good funness for my pain. And the doorbell rings and I open it up. It's, you know, my the guy from my termite inspection. We didn't have it scheduled, but yet in our minds, we kind of knew it was this month. We just didn't know when, because we never got like a card in the mail or anything like we normally do that says, hey, you're due, schedule it, with the stuff. And we just apparently slipped our minds and never got it scheduled for the termite inspection. Well, he's like, yeah, you're due by the end of the month. I figured I'd just stop by. I'm like, okay. Well, he caught me just in time, because had he arrived like 5 minutes later, I would have been gone. Like, that's how close it was. So he caught me before, and he was able to get inside, got my signature. Then he went outside and did his thing. But he was like, yeah, while he goes outside, if I want, I can just go ahead and leave. I'm like, all right, cool. So took off, went and did the whole DoorDash thing. I did get a couple of Uber Eats orders, which was good. I honestly don't see a lot of Uber Eats orders during the week when I go out. It's usually Saturday when Uber Eats comes in with offers that are generally reasonable and I can take. But yesterday was kind of an exception, which was good. One of them actually landed me delivering to someone who works at Walgreens. And I was like, oh, well, this is perfect, because it would be good to resume my dash once I get there, and very likely could get a shop and deliver. That was my thinking. So as soon as I confirmed, the delivery, I resumed my dash, and by the time I walked out of the building to the car, guess what pops up? A Walgreens shop and deliver. It was only 2 items, which was super fast. So, and it was taking me right around back right where I wanted to go. So it was just perfect. Doesn't always happen that way, but it did. It was great yesterday. So, yeah, and then I came home, and that's where the day kind of went, is after I got home, because I did come home. I ended up going to Food Lion real fast for just a few things, and realized I was running low on eggs, and there was one other thing I wanted to pick up, and so I ran up there real quick, and by the time I got home and all that, from all that, I was kind of like getting really tired all of a sudden. It was crazy. So let me see. Would it be better to go with this darker, well, not darker, but the medium blue, or the gray? I know the light gray would probably match better. So I think that one's okay, though, because I ran out of lighter blue and the light gray, because I've been using it already with this. So yeah, I ended up taking a little bit of a nap. But after that, I got in the office for a little while. I was working on getting bundles for this weekend cut. And while I was in here working, the doorbell rings, of course. I'm like, all right, who is it? For once, I decided not to just open up the door. And I peeked through, and it was a guy from Vivint. And I'm like, no, I don't feel like dealing with them today. Because I have not 1, but 2 no soliciting signs on my door. Clearly, people don't read. I was like, no, I'm not going to deal with it. I'm going to go back to the office and just keep working. I'm going to ignore it. Well, the doorbell rang twice more before he finally decided to just leave. Like, you didn't get the clue the first time or the second time. It had to go for a third. Yeah, that was kind of irritating, to say the least. And then I was cooking dinner. This was probably 2 hours later. Maybe. A little more, maybe a little less, but I don't remember exact times. The doorbell rings again. I'm like, it better not be him. Sure enough, I looked out. It was him again. So I once again ignored him. And he rang it a second time before he decided he was done and went and left me alone for the day. So, yeah. People don't know how to read clearly. And I don't have one of the, like, Ring doorbells or anything like that that has the camera and the speaker. Because I would have just spoken through that. I almost had a moment where I just opened the door and was like, do you not understand what no soliciting means? And then shut the door on them or something. But I was like, no, we're not gonna do it. We're just gonna, we're gonna be nice and we're just gonna ignore it. Let him go away. So hopefully I don't see him come back again, because then I will be more inclined to open and say something smart, you know. But yeah, people need to get a clue and read and all that funness, but they don't. Anywho, so I managed to at least get, I'm just moving this one. I don't know what I'm doing with it right now. I'm just moving it onto another sheet, since that was the only lonely sticker left on that page. I kind of wanted to put a half box here, but it's not going to fit. So we can put a quarter box there. Now, question is, can I put another glitter header and still fit a quarter box? Well, I can. It's just a matter of how tight is it going to be. I can probably do it like this. And maybe not. I just have to lift this up a little bit, because it's just really the bottom curve of it. We're going to fit it. We are going to fit it. There we go. I might have something I can put there. I'm just going to wait and see if I do it today or not. And then I'll put it down, because I don't know. I do plan on going out, doing some DoorDash for a little while today. Again, if I need to put like Uber Eats or whatever here underneath of it, I will, just like yesterday. But yesterday it was just DoorDash and Uber Eats, which is what I assumed it would be. Usually I end up with more of the shopping type orders on the weekends, not so much during the week. I mean, I do get some, but bigger shopping orders are usually weekends. So we'll see, but I may go to the showroom. I have a someone coming Monday. They're supposed to call me on Monday, if they're down this way, to give me an estimate for the floor. So it's water or flower day, so go water or flower. I don't have any flowers to water. Don't look, we tried years ago to get stuff to grow in that front flower bed, and it just wouldn't, because we had too much shade. So don't judge. And I may be good with plants outside, but I'm not inside. Plus allergies, you know, kind of play a role in a lot of things these days. So don't judge. But yeah, but the guy did tell me when we talked to him the other day, if, you know, to get a good estimate, I would need to go into the showroom and actually pick out a floor, you know, a specific flooring that I want, so he can get an accurate estimate done. So I may drive up there today, after doing DoorDash and all that, to go check that out. Oh, I need to get gas today too. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna use this for gas, and then let me get my sticker out for that, because I didn't pull it out. Don't knock the light. You don't understand, guys. I had that thing. I got video clips and stuff recorded for my reels. All right, Nixie from Cheerful Planner Girl. For my reel for the bundles, I got those done yesterday, and photos and all that done. So I use this same light for all that, for the photos. But this gets moved to the kitchen with the backdrop and all that, because there's no space for that in here. And this morning I was getting ready to turn the camera on, and not once but twice that light kind of fell before I could turn the camera on. So the last thing I need is to be knocking into it and it falling and making my video a hot mess. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay. Anyway, so I need to get gas before I head out this morning. We'll do that. And then I might run up to the showroom. I have plenty of functionals left. I can, like some washi even. Plenty of boxes left I can use. If I go up there, I can put that down. And then I get to come home, finish get those listings done for the bundles, because I can't believe tomorrow is foil bundle release, and then Saturday is doodle bundle release. How is it the end of May already? Anyways, guys, I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna go get started for the day, and yeah, talk to you tomorrow. Good morning, guys. Happy Friday. Happy last day of May. Oh my goodness. Oh. Anyways, today we're going to use some leftovers from when I used this in my Pentrix spread earlier in the week. The BU collection from my shop. So I have a bunch of the different sheets here that we can pull from. I grabbed another sheet of the full glitter headers because I actually prefer using those ones in here to the skinny ones. Skinny ones have a time and place, but I like to use all of them. And this is just part of the Doodle Grid collection that matches. So, let's go. I'm going to have to pull out all the new sheets because it's the last day of the month. So, I'm going to have to take that one. I'm going to have to do new wacky holidays. What am I looking for? My brain is like all over the place apparently this morning. It's ping-ponging and I don't know what is what. Yeah. Yesterday was a day. I'll tell you some of it, but so I went out to go do some delivering. No big deal. That was meh at best. It really wasn't very busy or great. One of my deliveries literally ate up a lot of my time because and this is also why I'm very leery of taking hospital deliveries, because they take too long with delivering half the time, because you have to call them and wait for them, and it takes a bit of time. But this one, so you have the main hospital, but around the corner there's like another building, like the medical arts building, and so it's not like your regular, like, ER, that kind of thing, or the hospital rooms or anything. It's like other doctors and stuff in there. So, it was delivering there. It was a stacked order, so 2 orders going to the same building. I was like, oh, that'll be quick and easy. They're in that same building. They're in that building, not the main hospital. No big deal. Great. Let's go. Yeah. One of them put, mind you, it's 3,000 and 4,000 for the addresses. So one of them put 4,000 when they really should have put 3,000. He said he'd meet me at the main entrance, which I was like, okay. I'm thinking, all right, maybe he means the main entrance of that building over there. I get there, he calls me, he goes, it says you're way over there. I said, okay, are you at the main entrance to the main hospital? And he goes, yes. I'm like, okay, here's what I'll do. I said, I have a delivery over here. So let me go ahead and complete this one, and then I will drive back around to you. And he was like, okay. So that's what I did. And then I let him know. I said, hey, just FYI, this building is 3,000, not 4,000. And that's why, that's where the confusion came in. He's like, no problem, but I wanted him to know, because I don't know how long he's there, or, if he's visiting someone, or, what the situation may be. Because he didn't look like he worked there. And if he worked there, he would know this. So he had to have been, like, visiting someone or something like that. And I don't know how long he's going to be there. So I wanted to make sure he knew that, hey, that's building 3,000. The other one is 4,000, to avoid any future confusion that might arise. I, like, literally forgot to take the trucks out. Yeah, that one ate up a little bit more of my time because of that, and it is what it is. So I was sitting here lugging his food all through the other building, because I had both bags with me to go in. Not much I can do about it. And his drink, he had a drink, the other one did not. So, I mean, it was, yeah. I don't know if you can hear the... Sounds like an ambulance in the distance somewhere. But, I think I'm going to use this black one because it'll be layered, so it'll be easy to use. I don't like writing on the black because, I mean, I do have a white jelly roll, but I just... I'm kind of more the, just use the same pen throughout the whole spread kind of person. It saved your hearing day. So, turn down that loud music. Do it. I don't listen to it very loud, so. But if you're my brother, well, I mean, he does the whole audio thing and competitions and all that stuff. But... yeah. Anywho, so did that. After delivering, I went up to the flooring place and looked at options. Found some really nice ones that we really liked. Let's throw a little bit of pink in the mix. I am going to put a checklist down today just because I have things like, oh my goodness, where did my voice just suddenly go? Sorry, guys. I have things like, launching the new foil bundle to do. So, kind of got to mark that down. Otherwise, am I going to really get in the office and do anything? No. No. It's just not going to happen. Now my question is this. If I were to stick this down, do I have enough room if I use multiple of these for the day? Probably. The odds of me doing all 4 delivery apps are slim. I don't normally end up with something from all 4 apps in the same day. That is kind of rare for that to happen for me. I mean, it has happened when, on the few rare instances when I've actually gotten an Instacart. This is a good spot for a skinny. But I don't think that's going to happen. Watch it be the day that it does, because I said I didn't think it would. I wouldn't, complain, but, it might get a little snug over here. But I didn't want to leave the one lonely sticker left on that sheet. And so, yeah. I am going to put a DoorDash one down at least. And then from there, we'll see what happens. But, anywho, the part that really made yesterday rough, I was on my way home from looking at flooring and on the main road up in Newport News, because this is in Newport News, it was almost to the point where I was getting to the interstate to get on to head this way. I was going 45 miles an hour, which is the speed limit on that road, and someone literally at this light here pulls out in front of me. Guys, it was so close. Mind you, I had already noticed that their nose was sticking out from back there. I noticed their nose was sticking out a little bit, and I had already checked to see if anybody was in this lane beside me, because in case I needed to ride that line real close, I didn't want to be I literally slammed the brakes, blew the horn, and swerved around this guy. Had I not reacted that fast, and had there been somebody in this other lane, I would have hit them. It was so close. There was nobody behind me. Why did they pull out in front of me? I don't know. But let's just say that 20-minute drive home from there, I was a hot mess. You know what? I was going to maybe put a piece of washi, but just in case I do have more apps, I better not. Because it will take up some of that space down here, and no, I better not. We'll use one of these skinny ones. Yeah, I was a wreck the whole way home, and extra cautious, like one would be after almost hitting someone. And it took me a good while, once I got home, to settle down. I had a hard time calming down from that. That's about the closest call I personally have ever had in the driver's seat. It was scary. Guys, watch before you pull out in front of someone. seriously, pay close attention to your surroundings on the road, because ooh. Oh, I thank God for quick reaction and that nobody was there, that I was able to get around, because that would have been really massively ugly. I probably would not be talking to you this morning. So, yeah. By that I mean I probably would be in the hospital. At least one would hope that's all I would be injured, you know. But I kind of want to add some pink to this party. Do I know what's going to go here? Absolutely not. Do I want to put more than one? Probably. Just in case. I don't know. Because there's space for more than one thing here. So. But honestly, I don't have plans for today other than to go out and do the DoorDash thing and come home. Had it not been Friday, I would stay home today too. Literally yesterday after that happened, I was like, I'm going home and I'm staying there. I'm not going out for any other reason tonight. I'm done. And you can't blame me for that. I figured let's stick the little flag there. If something gets put on there, great. If not, it's a good decorative piece. So, there you go. Will I probably pull out another set of full boxes and use up more of this in here? Probably. But I wanted to at least use the ones that I had already out. So there you go. Yesterday was kind of rough and crazy, and that's all I care to relive it. And I'm gonna, you know, just go out there and hopefully make it a great day. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I will be back on here tomorrow to wrap up this video. See you then. Good morning, guys. Happy Saturday. I pulled out another set of full boxes. Pulled out that B6 size this time because I don't feel like I highlight those as much. And new sheets of date strips and wacky holidays, because it is now June. How? I don't know. But yeah, I don't feel like I use the B6 ones enough to kind of show you guys how big they really are. It's kind of between the sizes of the academic or daily size for the penny pages, you know, these 1.5 inch tall, and the standard vertical EC size. It's shorter than the EC, but it's taller than the academic. So, excuse me, guys. Coke got me already this morning. Usually it doesn't, but it is what it is. Some days my body's probably not awake enough. No, I'm kidding. But I did wake up about 20 minutes early this morning. Not intentionally. But when I saw that, I was like, well, okay, let's just get up and get moving, because I have the Doodle bundle to post. It is June 1st, so the new Doodle bundle gets released. And yesterday, I ran about 20 minutes behind because I was posting the foil bundle. And then my neighbor caught me as I was heading out. And she was talking to me, and then, yeah. And I had to swing by the bank because my neighbor was cutting my grass, which I forgot to put in my planner, but I remembered him talking to me Thursday about it and that I needed to go. So it was kind of like one of those, I remembered, I just forgot to put it in the planner. So that box I had over here, that bigger one, that's what I used it for, was to mark bank run and him cutting grass. So And I caught him when I got home after a full day of delivery to make sure he got paid. So, yep. He doesn't worry about it because he knows he'll catch me. I mean, he only lives right next door. Can't miss me. I can't avoid him. Not that I would try to, but so yeah, these are a little bit longer, but not as long as the other. These are great too if you have like a horizontal, you know, like the EC or a 7x9 horizontal planner. But of course, they work well like any of the stickers that are 1.5 inch width. As long as your columns are 1.5 inch width, you can make any of them work. It's just a preference of height on the sticker, really, at that point. I'm going to put over here, wherever my checklists are, I'm going to put a small one over there too, because like I did yesterday, because I do have a bundle to list. So, got to get that up and ready to go. I don't know why I don't just bow it all the way down, or at least most of the way. I will probably put both DoorDash and Uber Eats down over here today, just because I know I tend to run more for Uber Eats on the weekends. Will it backfire on me? I don't know, but we'll probably put it down anyways, just because I do think I will need it. I did need it yesterday. Did about three Uber Eats orders yesterday, and then like 10 deliveries for DoorDash. So I did quite a few. And actually, it was a decent day. Yeah, I got on a little late. I don't need that here. I need these. I got on a little bit late, but it's fine because it still took like 10 more minutes after I got online before I got an order. And then, words, guys, words. I'm just not awake enough, apparently. But, I mean, it was a good day overall. I can't complain at all. Alright, so that will get covered up regardless later, because I will put either a header or if I get a Walmart Spark or an Instacart or anything, I can add those there, but I'm just going to leave that for now. Over here, well, we're just going to put a box down. Which one do I want to use? Let's use you. I don't really have anything today that I know of or that I remember at this point that needs to be put down. I just am going out delivering and having to get that up, and that's about it that I know of. So I don't really have much here. Before I put that down, let's put down something here. And I want to put down a one of those for my wacky holidays. Why don't we do, I feel like, now let's just put it down and then I can fill it in, kind of like I did yesterday, because I don't know. What is going on? Maybe I will just use, like, the other flag like I did yesterday, except this is a little tighter than yesterday's. And because I forgot, I used the smaller box yesterday, so I can't make it exactly like yesterday's. It's fine. All right. I could put no, we'll save it. I can't make up my mind, you guys. I just can't make up my mind. I mean, I guess I could just center it and be done, right? And not worry about if there's nothing else in here, because I don't even know what I'm using this one for. So I think that's probably the best. Let's use a yellow. But yeah, and then I actually got a really good offer coming home. Okay, it was supposed to deliver almost probably a bit earlier than I did get to it, because there was a Petco shop and deliver, and then a Panera pick up and, deliver. And the Petco, he ordered 2 27.5-pound bags of dog food, which, going to a house isn't all that bad. That doesn't concern me as much. But they didn't have it. They didn't have the exact bag that he wanted. So what they did have was they had a 15.5-pound bag of it, or they had a different flavor of a 30-pound bag. They didn't have the 27.5, and then so I had to message the customer and wait, and it took him long enough that I just about walked out of the store and canceled his order because they didn't have what he wanted, and he wasn't responding, and there was nothing at that point I could do. Today is dinosaur day. But this one apparently is cut a little deep. There we go. Or at least on those corners it is. I cut these way back, by the way, so it's probably back when that blade was new and at the same time as the other sheets that I've fought like the past off and on. Yeah, probably. But yeah, he ended up taking the 2 15.5-pound bags and whatnot, and that was fine. So once I got his order, it wasn't bad from there, because I got him and ran into Panera, got that order. It was ready to go, obviously, because what was supposed to be a 5-minute shop turned into over 20. So that definitely held up the other order, which doesn't make me happy when that happens. I hate when that happens, when one holds up the other. It's part of what I don't like about the stacked ones. But anyway, I ended up getting it. It was closer to home. By the time it was delivered, it was about 6:20. I had about 40 minutes left of time. So I'm like, to drive and fight traffic to go all the way back up that way for 40 minutes. By the time I'd get there, I would maybe be able to get 1 or 2 deliveries max before coming back home. I'm like, it's not really worth it. And at that point, I'd already almost hit my normal 8-hour shift goal for the day in 7 hours. So, I mean, we're talking like $5 difference. So I was like, yep, I'm good with that. We're going to call it. So for an hour less time, I did. It was a good day. So hopefully today is good as well. And I'll just see how it goes. But this wraps up this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and we will chat soon. Have a great weekend, guys. Bye. Nope, I lied. Sorry. Why is it every time I have a Saturday video and I'm like, oh, I don't have anything going on, I always forget to put this down. I always forget to put the upload down. So guess what? Now we know what this box is being used for. We're going to upload this video. Silly me. Thought I'd come back and do that because I remembered as soon as I hit the button to turn off the camera. Never fails, right? All right, but for real this time. Bye, guys.